Hello, 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 Friday people. It's Friday, right? Yes, it's Friday. You never know. Not sure what I wanted to do today, as usual, which is kind of my thing. I figured I would dive back into Adobe Illustrator because I've actually got a lot of questions about Illustrator recently. I think the best way to learn for myself is to just watch people play around with Illustrator. And I've been on a Vambrace kick, so I figured I might as well do another Vambrace here, where I actually pattern it out in Illustrator. See who all's in here before I get going. Who's upcoming? I just want to double check. Yes, supposedly I'm streaming. Supposedly. Hey, Jason. I'm on already. What? I am streaming, right? Please tell me I'm streaming. Feels like I'm streaming. Hey, Rich. Rich is back. Awesome. Let's see. So, oh hey Bluebird. Bluebird's over on Twitch. Greetings. We are multi-streaming again. And today I am going to just do a little Vambrace pattern, because why not? And then at the end of the stream, I'll just send the pattern to all you troopers that showed up. Yes, you're live, says Chubby. Nice. Excellent. All right, so one of the things I'm going to do when I am patterning, if it's something that's balanced, I'm going to try and stick to the grid as much as possible, which will just help me snap to it, and I'll have it on. This is like, what is this? 12 by 10 or something? 12 by 10-ish. If you have any questions, feel free to shout them into the void, and I will try and answer them as best I can. And I think I need to turn up my volume a little bit. Me. There we go. There, that's better. I'm not gonna do any screaming. That's right about at the spot it needs to be, in theory. All right, so what am I gonna do? Vambrace, the base of a Vambrace is pretty straightforward. We're gonna just do a kind of like an angled thingy. Done. Thank you. Signing off. This specific Vambrace is probably not going to go with the armor set because I'm just winging it. But you never know. You never know. Actually, let's keep that on for now. I am going to bring up the center. Easy enough with my curve tool. Bring up the wrist a little bit. Not as much as the center, just a little bit. Why is the sky blue, McEwen? Why is the sky blue? And these points here need to be a little tighter. So I'm gonna bring them in. Oh, it's getting a little weird. But you know what? I like that edge. I'm just gonna keep it like that, so it kind of curves. That's cool. I like that. Nice. I am going to have to play with some stuff, probably. Yeah. Oh, that's why. Put my other edge in the wrong spot. There. Yeah. Oops. So with Illustrator, you've got this single select tool, so I'm selecting one point. Right? It's a little finicky. You gotta like, sometimes you gotta click off and then click on and grab it. Or you have like up here, you've got your select the whole item. So No matter what I do with this, it'll select everything. This is Adobe Illustrator, a Bluebeard. And Odin Wares is asking what the voodoo is that I'm doing. Well, this is Adobe Illustrator. This is, when I first started doing leathercraft patterns, I did it all in Photoshop. Like I would scan all my patterns into Photoshop, and then I would awkwardly draw them in Photoshop. They were terrible. In fact, I bet you that I still have on my website some patterns that were done with just Photoshop. Just scan them, Photoshop, that I should probably redo, but I haven't yet. So I'll get around to those eventually. So like, if we're looking at this pattern, we've already got a good shape. We've barely done anything, right? Back to the scene. The wife will be here eventually, in theory. Maybe off topic, says Redbeard, but the trickiest part of every Vambrace I've made are the damn strap keepers. Is there a leather stapler you would recommend to help me fix this issue? Yes. Yes and yes. Let me just do a little something for Red here, because I've used the same. What is it? Amazon store. I've used the same little stapler for a while. Oh, that's wrong. Dark Horse Workshop. Amazon. Jesus, so complicated. There we go, found it. Well, what is it called? And I bought staples for it, and now I think somebody will inherit the staples when I die, because there's so many of them. Cutting tools. I don't have my browser stuff turned on, so I just kind of farting around here. One sec. Machines and accessories. I wish there was a search function. Where is it? I thought it would be right here. Let me grab it. I'm just going to tell you the name of it off the... I'll read it off of it. This right here, hey Sandy, is what I use. I gotta turn away for focus. I don't know if it shows what it's called, but I'll read it off in a second. So this thing's been indispensable. I've used it a ton. This is supposedly from Ample Supply Co. AmpleSupply.com, though I got it on Amazon. And it is a Zenith stapler. Has it got any extra bits on what it is? Zenith 548. Zenith 548E, and it'll do nice little tiny keepers, and it's awesome. So there you go. Anyways, hey Jono, over on Twitch, we are multi-streaming today. All right, back to this thingy. If I miss anything, sorry. Feel free to do yell at me in the chat, I guess. I don't know. All right. All right, I like the shape of this. How long is it? We can measure up here. It's 11 inches wide at its widest, and it's 8.3 inches long, which is pretty good. That's a long Vambrace. If we're looking at the wrist, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7-inch wrist. That's big, I think. I think my wrist, oh no, my wrist is probably 7 inches. Where's my, you know what, I'm not going to worry about extra stuff right now. We're just going to go over this. So, I have no idea what I'm doing with this Vambrace yet, other than I like the shape of it. It's kind of cool. Arms aren't made like cylinders, so I like the curve that it goes like through here. I like this curve. Things we can do right away if we want to with Illustrator is we can take our little single point tool and click it. Now we've got all these points that suddenly appear here, these 4. Now if we grab one of them, we can curve stuff. So if we want to, we can curve our corners in, which is something I generally do regularly. And if you really wanted to, you could click off, what is it? You click on, you just click one, and then you can manipulate one corner if you want. But we're not doing that. This is pretty balanced, right? Legit question from McEwen Handcraft. It's coming in hard with legit next level question. And go. Bluebird says, so you transfer your designs from Procreate over to this. Procreate, yeah, I'll pull my artwork over to this for sure, and then I'll turn it into a vector, but I don't really do a lot of sketching in Procreate for patterns. I'll either do them by hand with paper and leather and prototype and figure it out, or I'll do them direct into Illustrator. Why do we need a Vambrace? And she always told me, just don't get hit. I think Vambrace is one of the simplest things to do to add to a costume. So that's why I'm doing a Vambrace pattern. You know, you can just do a kind of a cool Vambrace and you're awesome suddenly. You go from like 0 to awesome instantly. Now, another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get into this piece. So this is good. You know, I can't teach everybody how to use Illustrator instantly, but this is made up. This is made up of the outline, the stroke, and the fill, the inside. And if you click it, it's got all of it. This is like everything. So up here we can adjust the stroke. We can, like, for no reason, increase the size of it, etc. But if you want to just deal with like an opacity of the item, you have to kind of dive into it. So I'm going to use my select everything tool, and I'm going to double click on it. And now I'm inside it here, like in the paths and stuff. Appearance. See, in the appearance panel, I've got stroke. It's a 1-point stroke, and it's a white fill. But I want to see my grid a little bit, but I also want to be able to just grab this anywhere. So if we got rid of the fill, I could only grab this Vambrace by the outline. So I want to keep the fill. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. For this like bullshit, I'm gonna keep the fill. I'm gonna change the opacity of it so I can just see it a little bit. So I know it's there, but I can see the stuff behind it. And we want to exit this. We want to get back to the main page. We can just double click on the board. I guess we can call it a board. Bluebird says, what armor piece takes the longest amount of time for you to complete so far? Well, that new chest and back that I did took forever, so I would go with that. That's probably it. Well, also, my Thor Ragnarok cosplay armor was up there. It didn't have as much carving, but it was a lot of detail stuff that I had to get going on it. Leviathan says, as an archer, Vambraces are essential for me. Excellent. They should be. Just a little reminder, if you guys are into helping support the stream, you can become a member. And if you're a member, you're going to get this pattern at the end. So if you're a YouTube member or a Twitch subscriber, I'll send it to you. That's my new thing. It's my decision this week. It won't always be like that, but if you're a member or a YouTube subscriber, you will get this sent to you if you care. If you don't care, then whatever. So, what else are we going to do to this? We can just use this as the base even if we want to. I haven't fixed that yet because I don't know how to fix it. Thank you for subscribing. Let's see here. What do I want to do? I could just lock this whole piece and use it as our template, so I'm going to lock it. Lock the selection. Nah, I can't fuck with it. I can do stuff on top of it if I want to. We could do a layer on it. Let's just play around, do some layers, and see what we can come up with. Right, it's still on snap to grid, and sometimes you'll want to pull it off of that because otherwise they won't line up properly sometimes. I'm gonna do this as well. Sandy says, I do care, we love your patterns. Thank you, thank you. Oops. Now these grab these things grab bits. Jono, I don't know if Jono was the one who asked already, or if somebody asked, if two people asked. This, I don't think this will be for the latest armor set. I'm just kind of playing along, but I might as well. Let's pretend. Let's pretend it is, and I'll just try and work towards that. And if I like it, maybe it will be. Maybe it won't be. But I was thinking for the latest armor set, I'd do something more with an elbow, so I don't know for sure. I could always add an elbow, I guess. We can pull, this is the curve. We're gonna find a mark. So this little spot here is easy to find on both sides. We can grab it, we can pull this out. All right. And we can move this, whoops. That's what I mean by it's quite difficult sometimes. I wanna just move this one point up. Let's do this. I'm going to add an anchor to it, which will enable me to manipulate it from here. So I got the little plus sign, beep. I can do that. And now when I go and grab my curve, it'll only curve this line in theory. Sometimes it gets weird. So, you know. There you go. Marta Harrington. Send me a message. Look at that. We're cooking already. Couple things I might do right away after this is I will take snap off. And I'll come in here. And I will manipulate these to be lined up with the bottom. Use the curve, pull this out a bit. Right? Easy, easy. Get over to the other side, do the same thing. Single point manipulation. We're gonna just tap this over. And we're gonna pull the curve out again. Boom. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, what am I doing? There. Actually, I want to be a little more in. I'm gonna miss a whole bunch of messages today. There's like pretty chatty people today, which is great. Where did my info go? Ah, here we go. We've got just flying along. Just flying along. Now, depending on how we want to attach this lovely piece, if we were happy with this, you know, I think I'm going to do another layer on top of it. But just as I screw around here, we could do rivets, or we can put some stitching on it really easily. So I'm going to do that right now. I might undo it, but just while stuff's on the top of my head, I might as well do it. I'm using Adobe Illustrator. I subscribe to all of Adobe's products. It's a big chunk of change every month, but I use almost all of them. So I think it's like $60 for the Adobe suite. It could be more, I can't remember. But I get Photoshop, Illustrator, Acrobat. I use Acrobat because all my patterns are PDFs. After Effects I don't use as much, but it's in there. Premiere, obviously, I edit all my videos in Premiere. So, all right. But you can certainly find on the internet trial versions of all of the software. I just choose to pay for it. Offset path. All right, offset path will make another path around the path that you have selected, which is super handy for doing your stitching holes. So now obviously it's not really handy if it's on the outside edge. So we're gonna do a negative offset path here. And I usually do anywhere from 3 to 4 mil. Lately I've been doing 4 millimeter because I make the pattern kind of size to me, and then I will, what's the word I'm looking for as my brain suddenly goes into standby mode, then I will size it down, and it won't be too close to the edge, you know. If you get down to a small size, it'll be like 3 mil. Anyways, so we've offset it. Now, there's graphic styles that I use in here that I will use in a second, but we obviously needed this to be stitching holes. We don't need it to be lines. Well, you could just do lines. Hey, just follow the line. We can go up into the stroke command area. And then we can do a dash line. Ooh, fancy. And then we can change the dash to like 0 and the gap to say 15.5. And then we're going to increase the weight of that 0 and change the corners and stuff to round, make everything rounded. Boop, boop, and in the center. I want it in the center and rounded. Yeah, there you go. You can reduce the hole size easily enough. And you can use these buttons to shift how they are. I usually have it on this for like, it almost always, but not 100% of the time, it almost always balances everything out. So that it's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Symmetrical? That's not really the word I'm looking for. So the holes, like, there's over here, you're on the corner, over here, you're on the corner. If it's not like that, it'll be, yeah, it's off, right? If you look at the, here now, this is pretty high up. This is off. Anyways, you just play around. Play around with that kind of stuff. So we have that. Now, our underneath is not the same shape as this. But I would if I was on this kind of a run where I'm just, I might not do all this. I would just copy this. And then I would pull this out. And then I would just paste in place. See, now we've got our holes here. Now, granted, they just kind of go off into nothingness, which is a little weird. But we can use our single point selector, the direct selection tool. This might delete more than I want it to, but you know, you can do that. You can you can get in here. Like if I was really sold on this being weird like it is right now, I would use my anchor point maker and kind of come in here to like, you know, honestly, I would just get rid of this whole thing. If it was me, I would just pull that line all the way out down to there. Pull this line all the way down to there. So there's some fake stitching on our upper piece. And we got all those stitches. That's looking weird. Get rid of the, there. Oh, this is 50%. That's not what I want. I don't want this line 50%. There. Oops. We could also group this lovely piece. Shift G, I think it is, but yeah, Control G. Now when I grab it, it's everything. And we should make our artboard bigger so it can house more stuff. I pay the Adobe tax once a year as well, says a practical renaissance. Yeah, it's a great tax and a terrible tax. Jono says, but I did want to send my thanks as you were one of the main reasons I got into leatherwork. Your work is my inspiration. Thank you. I love to hear that. It's awesome. Chubby says, Magnus just casually enlightening people via Illustrator. Later for now, McEwen. Thanks for subscribing there, Outdoors Fly Fishing. What the hell? That was weird. Stream Elements said, thanks for subscribing on the fly. Oh, it's on the fly Outdoors Fly Fishing. I thought Stream Elements for some reason said, thanks for subscribing on the fly Outdoors Fly Fishing, which was very weird. The Leviathan says, I use a graphics tablet and Photoshop usually, though occasionally I cheat and have a physical drawn version that I trace on the tablet. Leviathan also says, this is like wizardry with the stitching line. You've opened up a whole new set of possibilities for me. There you go. All right, so we're pulling this off of here. Whoop, what the hell happened there? I moved the whole artboard. Escape. Let's not move the whole artboard. Yeah, we got this. Oh, I did a couple of fuck-ups. There. There we go. We've got our upper piece, and we've got our other stuff here. Let's bring this back in just so we can have it look reasonably awesome. And now I'm going to put a wrist piece on it, because why not, right? Oh, actually, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to make a spot for art. So, obviously, I love to do art, so this is where the art will be for me. We're gonna offset this path again. Now we did 4 millimeters before. Is this still got a weird opacity on it? What am I doing? I've screwed something up. Not something major, but just enough to annoy me. What is happening here? That doesn't need to be 50%. It needs to be 100. And that should be 100 as well. What I want is the fill. There we go. I want the fill at 50%. All right, that's better. All right, so we dive into here. If you select it once, it selects everything, so that's not gonna work. We gotta go inside and pick just the stroke. So we got the stroke of our upper Vambrace spot. And then we can offset it. We can go object, path, we can offset the path again. Obviously it can't be 4 mil. It's gonna land right on our other thingies. We can go 8 mil maybe, negative 8 millimeters. Woo, 87, that's not right. Look at that, beautiful. Now, if I'm looking at my stuff, did it all come to a point? It did come to a point, so we're just gonna do that there. Other than failing at it. What happened? We almost did that there. What have I done? One sec. This doesn't need to be there. There we go. Figured it out. Just adjusting my chat so I can read it a bit better. This is actually the best I've been able to read my chat in a while, honestly. All right, we've got this lovely spot for the beginning of our carving. Whenever I do the carving. And because we did that offset path inside of our group, it's already in the group, right? I could, if I wanted to, if for some reason, I could go inside our group, double click on it. I could find this. I could like Control X to cut it out, and then I could go outside our group and paste it in place again. And now if I grab it, it's gonna move around. I don't necessarily know why I would do that, but just a thing. I guess why I would do that is to separate the art, which I've done before. Okay, good. Jono had a laser engraver question with regard to leather, if that's all right. Of course it is, of course. Ask away. Also, if anybody isn't sure, I'm gonna do a quick link right here. I've opened up my Discord to everybody. So, I want to make sure people join it, is what I was about to say. We've more than doubled in size in the last 10 days, which is awesome. I've increased the channels. I've got a laser engraver channel, a 3D printer channel. We're growing. I need more ideas. I need more people in there. Where's my little sharesy thing? Dark Horse. Invite people. Copy. Here, I'm going to post the link in chat. If you guys are interested in joining the Discord server, come on in. The water's warm or something. Why didn't it show my... There. Oops, just lagged. I'm spamming the channel, look out. Yeah, come on in and hang out. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, there was a question about lasers. See, that would be a good idea, John, to have like that stuff like that, which I haven't set up yet. Do you dye the leather before or after you engrave it? You definitely dye the leather after. 100% after. I do have Stream Elements running, I just don't know how to use it. That's not necessarily true. Every single stream, everybody that's been around here for a while, every single time I say I'm gonna add a bunch of stuff to it and then I forget and I just don't do it. Ah, Yenolith is here. Hey Yenolith, long time viewer, that's awesome. We're just working our way through Illustrator here. Feel free to ask me your questions. I think this is a topic that is important for a lot of people that want to do epic patterns. And I'm still learning. It was a big dive when I went over to here for sure. What was I looking for before I stopped looking for it? Make sure you leave a like on here. Make sure you become a member. Members of the YouTube channel, not subscribers, but members will get this pattern for free at the end. It'll be finished in some way. I'll just, you know, it's not gonna have art on it, but maybe I'll do the art next week and you guys that come by can like grab the art. And same goes for Twitch. If you are a subscriber on Twitch, because they're both weird. If you're a paying person, you get this for free. It's $1.99 to be a member. That says, I have my own idea for arm guards, but we are still busy, so I stay away for now. Alright. We're going back over to moving this. I kind of got distracted. In a good way. Distracted in a good way. The other thing is, you can do, like, everybody has these in there. Oh, this is locked, so you can't do that. Unlock. We can use these tools up here, and we can center everything off of it. We might have to nudge it up or down to get it to where we want it to be, but just so we have an idea of what everything's looking like, I'm gonna lock this again now. Lock selection. There, just locking the base. Now, what if I did something right on top of this? Let's get kind of crazy. I don't want to just leave it so simple. Let's just keep working on the upper spot. So I'm actually gonna increase our artboard. I want to put something on top of now I want to put something on top of this part. Actually, I'm gonna unlock this. I'm gonna move this over, and this is gonna be my just kind of like I'll keep adjusting it, but leave it here while also having something over here, just so I don't, I'm gonna lock this. Lock selection. All right. Do I have snap on? Snap to grid is turned on again. Is this balanced? No, it's not. I gotta change something real quick. Unlock. Unlock. Oops. Unlock path. There. Now it's snapped, which is awesome. Now I can lock it. I'm just gonna be a running, whatever, rambling mess the whole way through. Watch streak, reach for trust. It's on a roll. Love it. Lotion. Damn it, you guys. Lotioning up the storm here. 1 sec. Yeah. Lotion time. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. We're not working with leather. We're all right. My hands are actually not too bad, considering what they've been through in the last week as far as fighting and doing all that kind of stuff. They're not great, but they're not bad. Alright, I want a piece on top of this. I want to layer this up. Did I lock this? Yes, I did. So, some of this may not make much sense, but for now, whee! take off my snap and just kind of tweak these in so that I've got a good spot for the stitches to go over each other and not become a mess, you know? Wouldn't call this the 100% the way to do it, but yeah, it's a way to do it. Do you take any classes on Illustrator or just keep at it until you learned it? I've got a lot of like software stuff in my pocket, but realistically, wait a second, something's a little weird. A lot of self-taught stuff, mainly. Something's a little off, but I'm not too worried about it right now. I think it'll be okay. That's not terrible. Maybe I do, doesn't have to all be hand stitching. Maybe we got some rivets. Let's do snap. It's not going to be, that'll be fine if I move the edge of the bottom piece up, you know? Maybe I could just do all rivets on this. Just do all rivets on this part. I'll have to fiddle with these. They're not gonna snap properly. Reading. I need to do one thing here. Well, a couple things actually. No, that's not the thing I needed to do. I just want to bring this down so that this isn't like in a weird spot near the edge. So I'm just gonna pull this edge down to match that. I still want it to curve out though. Then I can bring this over. I can put it in here. All right? Same thing over here. I'm often a little more precise than this. That's good, that's a good spot. Pull it down, bring this handler up. I guess I should go over these. So, almost every anchor point, I still haven't figured out why some of them only have one, but almost every anchor point has these little things here that help with the curve of your piece. So you can curve with just the single anchors if you want, which is they're handy little items. I'm going to link these. I'm going to go up here and center them horizontally. They might be pretty close. Yeah, they're already pretty close, so it's not a big deal. Thanks for supporting for that long, Chris. Greetings. Greetings. If you guys are interested in becoming a supporter of this channel, most of you already have green names, so I really can't even preach it too much. Yeah, feel free to do that because it's awesome. What am I looking for here? I'm gonna click this. This may screw it up though. No, they're actually perfect. All right. I'm going to group these. I like where they are, so I'm gonna group them. That way I can't screw up their alignment. We can go down here, we can double check these ones now. We can go like, come back up to this and make sure they are aligned horizontally. They are. In theory, this should do the same freaking thing. That's a little weird that it's off that much. But I can see it now. Object. Group it. I'm going to hit this with another offset. Because for more art, it certainly puts that one rivet in a weird spot. Might have to play around. You know, I could just move everything. I'm gonna check the chat here for a second. Hey, Noctifer, how are you doing? Now, going back to what I said, Diomedes Industries, Diomedes. Sick with COVID, that sucks. I did take a new media class back in 1998, but I knew most of the stuff already in that class. And I'm sure there was Illustrator involved in that class, but then I didn't really do anything with it for 20 years, so. I think it's dumb that I've got this edge like not perfectly set up here, so I'm just gonna make it the same. Why does it not have an unlock right away here? Usually it does. Oh, I'm inside another object. There we go. Unlock, group. All right. Not what I wanted. This is where the fill being in there can be a bit of a pain sometimes. Chilling to the sound of stream, says Noctifer. Now, obviously, all these stitching holes behind here are kind of useless. So, we can get rid of those pretty easily, but I'm just fiddling with this. Oh, what's going on here? That should be down more. I can go right into here and go, boop. Look at that. Got rid of useless stitching. That one didn't work as well, so I've got to go in and give it an anchor point. So, oh, what happened? There's a little something else that happened. If I give it an anchor point, when I delete stuff, it will hopefully keep its the hole spacing and stuff. So if I go into here and give this a little anchor, go over to this side, give this a little anchor, it might shift a bit, but then when I come in back in and delete these, it should stay. So there. Stayed on that part at least. Path. This one may get a little weird. Yeah, it did. What did I want to do? Oh, yeah, all this was because I want to move this. It's probably good. Time to read a little bit. Dr. says, your line art always feels so smooth, soothing to look at. Maybe it's because I'm used to the clustered mess of multi-sized sewing patterns. But this is so clean and solid that it pushes on the right wrinkle of the brain. Nice. Glad to be of service. I'm not sure if these 1/8 inch holes are too close to the edge, but you know, we'll find out soon enough, I guess. You know, it says, heading out. Sorry for bailing so quick, but it's hard to type. Hope you all have a great weekend. Hey, go take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. All right, where are we? We're on to a mix of sewing and rivets. Now, one of the things we do need to do is... Oh, Country Boy. Thanks. 10 Dark Horse Workshop memberships. That's awesome. Appreciate it. Again, there's a ton of spam because I haven't figured out to turn off my freaking Stream bot and just let YouTube do its thing, but whatever. What do we got here? These lines aren't exactly perfect, are they? We should be able to... Oh, this is kind of wobbly as well. Get this back in here, it'll straighten it up. That's better. Thanks! That's awesome. Look at that. I didn't even have to beg. Is my camera even on me? I'm your camera. That didn't help at all, did it? No. That unhelped. Better. Better. So we're gonna have some cool art here. That'll be awesome. Do I want to see? Like, I'm already thinking, do I just ditch the stitching altogether? I do like the a combination of stitching, though. You know, it's kind of cool. But one thing I would like to do, I'm gonna leave the stitching for now, but I'm gonna bring it. Where's the? Looks a little weird. Hey, thanks, Country Boy. I appreciate it. I kind of want to do the stitching so it disappears under. Makes the most sense to me. Where is this one? Why is this hiding? Do these have... Oh, these are solid. That's why it's hiding. In fact, they shouldn't be at all. They should be nothing. There we go. Oops. Holding down the space bar will enable the hand and you can drag your shit around, which is nice and handy. It just moves the screen, it doesn't move the item. Alright, so we got this here. I want it just past the edge. Is it weird? Yes, but it's my weird. I might have to just redo the holes when I finally get around to the finish. Just do another offset path and just redo them in like 2 seconds, just to make sure everything's lined up nicely. And like you can see these, see the dots? How they just keep the same? Now there will be a tiny bit of fluctuation at the end, like very small amount of fluctuation depending on, what's the factor? How long the edge is, how many holes there are. Like if there's a very tiny amount of distance between 2 holes, those 2 holes will fluctuate a little bit. Just to make sure, because if there's not enough space for 3, but there is enough space for 2, it'll make the gap a little wider, but other than that, it's pretty good. What was I doing? Oh yeah. right in there. Just past. Cosmic says, do you usually post a heads up on Patreon that you're going live to? I knew about today's stream from your Discord. I only post, it just announces it to Discord, honestly. That's what it does. I should probably do it everywhere, but I'm not organized enough. It's pretty much, the truth is I'm not organized enough. Like, if I can get a bot to do it automatically, we're golden. And that's what I currently have. I have a bot doing it automatically. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to do is make sure this is all lined up. So we've got, oh, that's not even in its own thing. Okay, well, okay. Cutting that out, going inside this piece and pasting it. And then we're gonna grab all these holes here. We're going to cut them out. We're going to, oops, inside this piece and paste it. Something's not working. Or am I crazy? I think I just have to group them. Boom. I don't know why this isn't working, honestly. The finickiness sometimes is hilarious. Grab this, grab this, grab this, grab these, group them, group them. Oh, they should be grouped. Okay, let's get with this. It did in the end work. I'm going to do all the separate parts just to see if they are actually aligned very well. They're almost perfect, but there was a little shift. There we go. Reading chat, nobody talking, but that's okay. Make sure you like the stream. It's a nice free way to help my channel grow. We've got our little bits here. This does seem... something seems off, though. Let me do a little inspection. We are 4 points out from this corner, and we are 4 points out from this corner. But over here, this is really tight to this line, and this is halfway through this line. So obviously, this needs to be adjusted. Let's just bring it out. Check my other points here. This one's good. This one's good. These are good. This is a little off here, but I don't want to fuck with that too much right now. Yeah, maybe I will. Actually, I don't want to fuck with it, and then he fucks with it. Kind of on brand. Something's still a little weird. I'm gonna do a offset again just to see what it looks like. Maybe the offset is off. Ha ha ha. Offset path. Yeah, it is a little off. Cut it. Delete this one. Paste this one. Looks a little better. Thanks for subscribing, Noir McNoir. That is a badass name and easy to pronounce. Noir McNoir. Easy to pronounce until I don't. Noir McNoir. All right. Another thing we can do with these little holes, which I always end up doing, when again, I'm jumping ahead, but whatever. It's just, you know, running brain, just whatever I can think of. You can expand the appearance of these holes. And then is it ungroup? I gotta remember what it is. It might be ungroup. No, it's not. Let me just double check my shortcuts. Can you even see that? No, you can't see me double checking my shortcuts. Because there was something that I do that I just have on a key that I just hit. I don't see it anywhere. Anyways. Oh, it's expand. I expand them, which enables me... So, they're all on that path right now, right? So, let's just have a chat really quickly. If you're going to use Illustrator, if you want to scale your pattern at all, and you've done all these holes, and they're all... Let's say there's a bunch of layers like this, and you've put these holes on all the different layers, and you cut them off in some places and played with them. They're not necessarily going to line up all the same if you scale it. It's just things might be a little off. You can just ungroup all the holes and expand them so they're all individual elements. So that's generally what I do. So for scaling, eventually all these holes will get the expand appearance, and then they're going to get a regular expand after that. So, and it'll fill and stroke them. So now you can see they're all like individual. They got these little blue outlines, and then I can go up here and I can give them a very small weight. I can remove the fill on them, and now they're all like little see-through holes, which is cool in its own right. And very important if you're doing lasers. If you're doing any files for lasers, you cannot have, here's a good example here. So this will show you what the laser thinks this pattern looks like so far. So this is what the laser thinks this pattern looks like. It's got a bunch of lines. It's got a bunch of lines over here. I don't know what these lines are doing, but they're lines. Oh, these are holes. So now it understands that these are holes all over here. All right. That's just my control. What is it? Control Y? Control Y. So you've got to do that if you're doing laser stuff. You got to break your dash lines up and expand them and make them proper holes. And for a laser, I would even make these down to 0.25 line stroke. Everything's 0.25 for my laser. But for PDF stuff, I keep it a little bigger just for eyeballs. Right? Now that I've done all that, I'm just going to back out and not do that. Because I usually do it at the end when everything's lined up and everything's perfect, exactly how I want it to be. And right now it might not be. So there's that. Cosmic says, something I noticed when making symmetrical designs in Illustrator was that it was often good to make a rough mock-up of full size, then complete half and choose object transform reflect. When I am doing... If I'm converting a pattern from a paper pattern and I've scanned it, 100% I do that all the time. I always outline half of the pattern and then I transform it and I join. You can do a join on the end, so because it'll be some separation. You can go in and go object, path, you can join them and it'll merge those two now mirrored sides together, which is amazing. And honestly, I'm doing a little too much fucking around with this. It might need that kind of treatment. That's looking cool. I think you demoed reflecting on the costrol pattern. That's true. That's true. All right, let's get down to the wrist. Might as well. Is our snap on? No. Put it on for now. Get kind of close to where we want to be. I love that it's all these holes right now, but we'll fix that. All right, we can go up here and we can take the dash line off. Take it down to 1. I'm going to put an anchor point here just like we did on the top part because I want to draw that up and pull the other stuff down. Thanks for supporting, Cosmic Death. Appreciate you. That's pretty good. Now, do I want to do some, another extra piece on here? Probably. So I'm going to bring this up a bit more. Give it a little more space. Why? Just because that's what my brain says it needs. Don't overthink it. Is that the name of the game? Don't overthink it? I think so. But we do need to get those. I don't want to round these, obviously, so I'm going to grab this. I'm going to go over here and grab this other one. And then I'm going to pull them until it kind of matches. Nice. And now I'm going to unsnap and do a little light tweaking on these edges. 4 in. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 3. 4? 4 is good. Then we're listening to White Bat Audio. This is a royalty-free, cyberpunk-esque electronic dude that is awesome, that I like. And so I can do it on YouTube and I can do it on Twitch. What else do we need to do with this? We're going to do an offset path on it. We're going to stitch it down. We're going to add that little flap on the top. Yeah, this is going to be great. This is going to be a stellar offset our path. We're doing -4, right? -4 for the holes. I think I have. You can also save your elements up here. So I've got. Oh, I don't have them saved. All right. Well, I'm going to click on this one. I'm going to go in right to this line. And I'm going to open up my graphic styles, and down here there's a little plus sign. I go beep, and now I've got this graphic style saved. So I can just go over here, click on my new offset path, and go beep. Oh my god! Crazy. So we're going to stitch that down. We also are going to do a riveted top piece like before. Might as well. Does anybody else say minus well all the time? Because I've said minus well for way too long. might as well do another thing like the other thing. All right. Should we lock this so we don't screw it up? Yeah, let's lock it. Lock selection. Now we're doing another little thing. Oh, this isn't snapped. Snap to grid. And we don't want to go up that high unless I'm doing it all like that. It goes wide. Do I want it to go wide though? I don't really want it to. I kind of want it to narrow. Yeah. Close enough. And it's still on the... there. Let's do... our fill. Another thing that I might as well, I say it enough, I should say it right, I might as well mention is that though I haven't done it in at least a week, I am trying to game stream a bit. If you are into game streams, there is a Dark Horse Tavern YouTube channel, as well as I just stream my games right onto this Twitch channel I'm on as well. But if you're doing Cyberpunk, if you want to follow along and yell at me when I do something wrong on Cyberpunk, feel free to come join up on Dark Horse Tavern. The best thing about that channel so far is the thumbnails, but hopefully it gets better. I like doing thumbnails, what can I say? I should just do thumbnails for other YouTubers, honestly. Alright, so we've got this little thing here. The top edge does have a little curve as well. We're going to bring that in. More? More? Less? More? Less? Less. Do I do something here too? Like on top of the hand, it would curl up a little bit, but it could look cool. So when these are both moving at the same time, then you can hold Alt and move just one. That's what we want here. Was it Alt? Because Alt seemed to just copy that. Maybe it wasn't Alt. What is the one? Zania says, I liked the curve. Jonah says, have you tried Enshrouded yet? I have tried Enshrouded. I wanted to stream Enshrouded, and I heard it gets harder, but I was kind of critical of it right off the top. I said it was too easy, but it gets a lot harder supposedly. I love the building and it looks really cool. I'm doing well, Xenia. Xenia, I'm multi-streaming. I'm on YouTube and I'm on Twitch here with you. Hopefully you're doing awesome. As I said earlier to everybody, anybody that's a paying member or whatever subscriber is going to get this pattern for free at the end of the stream. If that is something that interests people, there's your heads up. You liked the curve. You mean like the curve here? Like that little curve? Just everything else is pointy. That's my only thing. I kind of like this curve. What is going on here? No. I kind of like the blue line curve, honestly. Why is this weird? Like, what's happening here? Is there another thing here that I'm confused about? Weird. What is going on? I don't know what that is. Good job, me. All right. Something's weird here. I don't know what's happened, honestly. I prefer the softer V, but look at the rest of it. It's all angry V's. It's full of angry V's. I know, but then I've got to change something else if it's just like this one. I'm a little confused at the why this is modifying stuff that it's not modifying anything. What have I done? Doesn't make any sense. I feel like I have to redo it. You know what? I'm just gonna redo it. I'm confused. View, snap to grid. We're gonna do transparent background because I think that might be part of the problem. Window, view, snaps on, right? We're good. We're going out to here. Sure. Sure? Sure. Boop. Boop. Chubby says, man, I gotta go. It's almost 1 a.m. here. Later, Bunny. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping in. If you are a YouTube member or a Twitch subscriber, I hate that those are different. That's a paying member of either of those, and you have to go. And you've seen this video within the first 24 hours of it being up. Let's say that because that's fair. Give it to people enough time. Then feel free to email me info@darkhorseworkshop.com, and I will send it to you, and all will be good in the world. All right, what else do we need to do? We need to put a little thing on there. Bring this out. See, I like that. That's kind of cool. We're going to take snap off so we can do a little tweak in here. All right. Now I feel comfortable giving it a fill again. Let's just leave it like that for now. We're going to offset the path Yeah. Xenia says, thank you for all you taught me, by the way. Seriously. You're welcome. You're welcome. Sorry, I just want to know, what must we email? Right there, right above you, Jono. info@darkhorseworkshop.com. So we've got our -4mm. You know what? I'm going to do both of these. This may seem a little strange. I'm going to do my well, I guess -4 works again, right? Doesn't it? Of course it does. I'll just do it from here anyways. Why is that not showing up though? Alright, screw it. Path. Oh, because it's overlaying it. Alright. Why did I do this? Because I'm gonna do some not squares is what I'm gonna do, not squares. I'm gonna do some 1/8 inch circles again for my rivets, because I use 1/8 inch rivets is kind of what's going on here. I don't want it to have a background fill. I'm just gonna mash it right up on this point where, in theory, that's where the stitching was on the other stuff, but all right. It's looking like, I don't know if I like the rounded, Xenia, but we got it there for now. Leviathan says, I have learned so much watching this, though I'm going to have to go to sleep soon. Here's a heads up for everybody. I keep waffling on what I want to do as far as the VODs from streams. I actually put them all available for about 2 days, and I got rid of them all again. If you want to find the VODs for this stream, if you need to leave and you want to find it, you have to go to my playlists and just look up live streams, and it's there. But this won't be on my latest video. A couple hours after this stream is done, it won't be there. So you can go and find it in the playlists. That is what I have to say about that. What was I doing? Oh yeah. We've got our little spot for carving here. We've got this stuff, the rounded bit. If that's going to be rounded, you know, like, well, this isn't too pointed either at the top, honestly. I do wonder if it would look cool if I could, oops, that didn't do anything. Woo! No, let's not fuck with that right now. All right. Oh, this is locked. And this is also hidden by the fill of this. Let's get rid of this for now. Make it 50%. There's those holes that don't need to be there. All right, just like before. You know, these might have to be in a bit more still, but for now, I'm going to give this some anchor points so I can delete the stuff without it becoming complete chaos. Then I can go in and go boop, and that should delete the middle. Come up here, beep, delete that. All right. Whoa, I don't want to do that. I just want to move the one. That's really tight. Really tight. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, that's better. Hello, Lockwood! How are you doing? We are patterning out a Vambrace. That's gonna be dope as fuck, is all I can say about that. Neodim says, did you delete the path line or make it invisible for later use? Path line here, I deleted it. Because I don't need it, because it's not gonna stitch under to there. I'm riveting. So you just need to stitch the edge of this and then the rivets take care of the rest. So I got rid of the excessive stitching, is what I did. Tim waves in Australian. How do you do that? How would that be done? I don't know. I can't even begin to think how that would be done. What else do we got going on? One thing I don't like about this pattern right away, just where my thought process goes, is this here. It's got like, it's being held down by a stitch, and then it's what? This is like a big flap zone. So should I just bring this up maybe? You know? Ah! Maybe? You know, I'm gonna undo what I just did just so I can think about it later. I'm working on a set right now, doing a bit of tooling. Cool. Just missed the 22, see you soon, plus I had to grab a muffin, says the wife. Alrighty. I need this to be a little more pointy. Sorry, Xenia. Just a little bit. Oops. Come on, you friggin'... There. That's better. These all seem not in the right spot as well still. I'm gonna move these rivets. Whoa, Jesus, not that much. Snap was still on. Just want them a little more back from the edge. Hopefully it doesn't cause too much chaos. Because I gotta think about the rivet head as well, right? You know, these ones aren't bad. Alright, let's align these like I did before. Group those. Group those. Grab all of these parts for this layer thing. And then I'm going to... So you can see them twitch just a tiny bit. So now they're centered up. Wonderful. I'm not quite ready to break this apart yet. Also, I don't... You know, remember this thing over here that I left over here? I haven't really done anything with it, so that shows you how useful that was. What else could I do with this? I like the big open space here. Could carve a bunch of cool stuff. We do have to also figure out how it's going to actually mount to one's arm. Trust just working on a Celtic dog design for tomorrow's Discord stream. Cool. I don't know, Cody. I think it would be kind of easy to do that, and it's also following along kind of the same design process. But I don't know. I think no in the end, but it's cool. You can put whatever you could put this in with that set if you wanted to, right? You can do whatever you want. Have you ever thought about doing a workshop hangout on your Discord? Says Jono. How would that work? I just like in the chat. That's not a bad idea. I wonder if I should bring this edge up and just make it all layered through. Probably should. Like this, what is it anyways? This is locked. Alright. Unlock, path. This one here is what I'm talking about. I think I should. What's going on there? That's a weird spot for it. Oh, now I see it. Alright. Beep, 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 beep. They might as well all be the same. Right? In theory, maybe? I don't know. Don't know. Jonah says, in a voice channel, my friends and I do it sometimes while working on cosplays. It's not a bad idea at all. Rich says, was thinking carving panels, but wide open space is even better. I could do panels in there. One thing I'm trying to remember is... Oh... Okay. That's where my confusion was. I forgot that there's that inner blue line is the tooling bit that I've forgotten about. That it doesn't need to be there. We're gonna go in here, we're gonna add some anchors. And then we're gonna remove that inside bit, and for the pattern, we're gonna have these here end, so people know that they're kind of the end, you know? That's better. Ah. Mm-hmm. All right, that makes more sense. Cody says this would be an awesome piece to drop in an etched brass piece in the middle open section. You are 100% correct. That would be pretty cool. So do I? When I was doing it over here, they just underlap, don't they? They do, kind of. Actually, they're more like this. Whoops. They go right to the edge here, I think, on that main body piece. You do this kind of stuff, which is fine. Just less stuff to deal with, which is good. Yeah. Let's zoom in and just tweak it a little bit. Looking pretty good. Leviathan says, yes, Cody, that would be awesome. Jonah says, I just noticed it's 2 a.m. for me, so I should go to bed. Enjoy the rest of the stream, man. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. We've had some supporters today on YouTube, which is great. Again, this pattern will be sent out to any paying members of Twitch or YouTube. I guess that's the easiest way to say it, other than like members of YouTube, subscribers of Twitch, I put my email address down before, info@darkhorseworkshop.com, and I will send it out. Just email me. Hey, you could email me right now if you wanted to, just to make sure that you emailed me. Then I'll just double check to see if you are one of those people, and then I'll send it to you. Do I want this to lace up or buckle? It looks kind of like a buckly kind of a thing. The only thing is there's a lot of stuff going on the edges that I gotta think about. Jordan says, what's up, Mag? How goes the patterning? So far, so good. It's a little less chaotic than it was last week when I did my apocalyptic bracer thing, which was kind of all over the map, honestly. I like how it's looking. I'm just pondering how I want it to do up. MJB just became a sponsor. You know, I might be onto something with this whole free pattern thing. If I just pattern and teach people Illustrator every fucking week, it's good for everybody, really. All right, what's going on here? We've got a little bit of a... these are a little off here. This is funky. This one will be lower. Yeah, this one will be higher. Yeah, a little bit. And this one's way low. What's happening over here? This is a little bit low. This one, what the hell happened? Come on, you thing. You know, honestly, I'm really not sure why it's so off. This is 2 inches. 2 and a bit. Oh, this one's shorter. Is that what's going on? Probably. There we go. That's better. Still a little off, though. Maybe I gotta tweak these ones. It's not perfect, but you know what? Once you've put the stuff together and get around to like maybe sanding up the edge a little bit, everything will be fine. Time for sleep, says Leviathan. Have a good one. Have a lovely, lovely dreams. May you pattern in your sleep. Jordan asked if this is going to be the new Vambrace to go with the rest of the newer armor. I don't think so, but you can do whatever you want with it. I'm patterning it in the same kind of vein as the rest of that armor. So if I really like it at the end, sure. I want to do an elbow for it as well, though, so you know. I could just unlock everything. Like I could, let's see how this works really quickly. This may fail miserably. How much of this is locked? Okay, just this little thing down here. Unlock path. All right. So in theory, this all moves. All right. I could, if I wanted to, do this. And some of it'll come over and some of it won't. It might be hilarious. All right. But then I could come in here and tweak some of it, like get rid of these on this edge. Do. And then we can take this bit here, if this is what we wanted to do, transform, and we can reflect it, and we can copy it. And we can pull this all over. And then we can fuck around some more to put it together, if that is what we were interested in doing. Right now, I'm not. It's looking pretty good, you know, and considering the human error and people just making little mistakes, with their cuts. This is all within the realm of human error, right? If you're, this has got a little bit. This is a little weird here, though. I think this is up too much on. And on this side. Beard Monster finally put a clasp on the gorget you released back in November. Sweet. Excellent. Jordan says, should have an option for more rivets instead of hand stitching. 100% agree, and that's kind of how I did my cuirass pattern. This is bugging me that all to hell. I'm going to do something really quick that's going to be annoying, but whatever. Should I fuck with this too much? How should I fuck with this? What's the best way to fuck with this right now? Like, obviously there's difference in space here and here because I've kind of tweaked this down a bunch. I'm gonna bring this back up now that I've moved it. Better. Just eyeball everything, it'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong if you just eyeball everything? That's better. Rich says, gotta go. Thanks for the stream. I'll be checking the VOD in detail later. Excellent, excellent. I'm getting a lotion from Trust over on Twitch. That's totally fair. We're lotioning as we speak. Sorry for the clap. JW, just showing my support. I watched your videos, and my first Viking war belt was your design. Made lots of people smile at Viking Fest last year. Thanks. That's awesome. Thanks for stopping in. Beard says, also finished my pauldron that I've been working on since before Xmas. Had to redo the pattern several times. Doing it by hand, I need to learn Illustrator. Yeah, there you go. I did hand stitch for those red and silver vases that I put on the Discord. Now I prefer to rivet it where I can. Yeah, rivets is sort of much easier. Or a sewing machine. Or a sewing machine. All right. All I'm thinking now is how I want the straps to go. And honestly, I think the straps will be, maybe they'll be riveted at the back and they'll be like this. They'll be, right off the top of my head, we'll have 3 straps. Maybe they are a 1/2 inch. But I think riveting them at the back will be handy here. Let's move this to the back so we can arrange things, and we can bring this. We can either send backwards 1 layer, or we can send it right to the back. We'll just send it right to the back. So this could be here, and we could be riveted, like right here. We could have a rivet here, boop, boop. Or we could have a rivet through onto here, whatever we feel like we want to do. Send it back. Same idea here. And we could do a couple more. Boop-a-doop, boop-a-doop. And we could send these to the back as well. Or if we wanted to be crazy, we could do. I've already done one like that. Oh, this one didn't send to the back how I wanted it to. Arranged. Send to back. Beautiful. Arranged. Send to back. I don't mind hand stitching, but when you're trying to do content, it sucks. I've gone back and forth being like, oh, I should hand stitch because that's what people are going to be doing most of it and then I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to use my sewing machine. The wife is here. She arrives. Yeah. She arrives. Yeah. Let's see if I can separate all these equally without it being weird. It might be weird right away. Oh, that worked. That's not really what I wanted, though. Like that? Will any of these do what I want it to do? Probably not. Something like that. Beard says, JW, if I had the money, I'd fly out to all the Viking-related festivals all year. You're gonna have to duck a little. Let's do a little hold. Oh.
Oh, there I am.
There she is.
Bigger
Mwah.
than life.
All right.
Hi, bye. Gotta go.
All right, so we could do this with our Vammies. If somebody was stitching this, they could stitch right through the 1/2 inch to do that. You could stitch right through the 1/2 inch to do that if they wanted to. Or they could rivet and rivet and rivet. All options that are great. For now, I'm just gonna leave this in. What?
Are you done?
Yeah, I haven't disassembled it yet though. So when the stream ends, which is pretty soon, I'm not gonna be going forever here. What time did I start the stream at? How long have we been going? Oh, hour and a half already? That's crazy. Nice. Just gonna make more space and move stuff, just so I can leave my ideas over here. I'm gonna disassemble this, and we're gonna see how that works. All right. I'll move this out of the way. Just because I want to make sure this is kind of like semi-completed, even if I fudge it a bit on the way. So if I cut this off, right? So that looks like that's a completed piece. I can copy it, I can paste it. We've got a completed piece of that, and we still haven't fucked this up. Now we can go into this and start to disassemble parts of it. We don't need this. We don't need this, but we do need those holes, and they are currently not in the group that I want them in. So I'm going to cut them. I'm going to go out to this. I'm going to select this group. I'm going to enter this group by double clicking on it, and then I'm going to paste it in place. So now we've got this whole part, right? Now we still need those holes. What do we need? We need those holes. We need the stitching holes. Yeah, copy it. Once again, go out, take this bit, get rid of it. Paste in place, right? Oh, not yet. I want to go inside this first. I want to go inside this, paste in place, then it's part of the group. So in theory, it didn't become part of the group, whatever. I will group it then. Group. All right. Same thing down here. You know, I thought these were all grouped. They're not. Okay, whatever. I'll just group them. Control G to group. I can cut it out. Yep, it's fine. Copy it, paste it, move it out of the way. Go into the group. Start getting rid of bits that aren't needed. Grab our... get out of the way, you stupid thing. Grab our holes. Cut them, just to make sure I got them. Cut them out. Select this, go inside, paste in place, go outside again. I think these holes aren't set. Yeah, they're not. So I'm gonna cut those holes, go into this item, paste in place, and then when I leave the item, it'll be all grouped. No, it won't be. Why not? What did I do? Oh wait, these are grouped. Well, anyways, it should be all grouped, but it's not. So I'm gonna grab them all and just Control G. There. I don't know why it's not doing it, but then go back inside. We are going to grab all these bits, copy them, leave. We can take this out of the way. In theory, we can go inside this thing and paste in place, but it hasn't been working. Oh, it worked that time. All right. So now we got our parts, right? Jason says, oh. The thing I do not like is when the holes don't line up and have to fuss with it. Any tips on dealing with that? Diamond punch. I use such heavy leather all the time that I just stopped using diamond punches. I only use 1mm punches, single drive punches. It's crazy. Now, like, I laser cut everything, but, you know, is what it is. So we cut that up really easily, and depending on, like, if we were feeling fun, we could go into here. We can make the opacity 100. When I put them on the pattern, it'll have some opacity just so I can get my watermarks in there. But for this kind of stuff,
Can you see my messages?
one second. What?
Can you see my messages?
On what?
On this YouTube stream.
I don't see any messages from you right now. I saw some earlier. And Trust says hi over on Twitch.
Oh, I should go to Twitch.
All right. What was I doing with this? Oh yeah, just because it's kind of cool to see it like this in its parts, right? Depending on if the layers are all lined up properly, and they are, which is good. It's kind of cool. All right, we're working our way towards whatever the hell we want to do here. Let's do some straps, just because that'll be easy. Even though I fucked around with those, I'm gonna start from scratch on them. I'm gonna put snap-on. I don't really need snap-on for this, but whatever. 1/2-inch straps and 1/2-inch buckles. That's way too big. Probably. Maybe not. All right. Because I like to use those damn peening rivets. These are almost always 1/8. They should probably be a little smaller for rapid rivets, but they are not. This is snapping, so it's not going to be centered, but I will center it another way. We're going to need one there, one there. We're going to need another here. We're going to need a rectangle, probably 2 wide. And then we could take our little direct and like oblong it. So we've got our oblong punch. It's a little big, but... Now I'm going to take the snap off. Just like tweak it a little bit. I can grab all these and then center them horizontally. So we can go up here and we can, with all these weird things, this is the center everything on the... It says vertical align center. I always get them confused. I don't know why. I say I'm aligning them horizontally. I don't really get it, but whatever. And it lines everything up. You could also do these, where you grab all these bits. Whoops. Boom. What have I done? Have I copied them by accident? Maybe. No. Grab this, grab this, grab this, and then we can space them equally. Oh, they're spot on. Of course they're spot on, because it was snapping, right? This is too close to the edge.
Is that too loud?
Not right now, it's not. How loud is the grinding? How loud is the grounding? That's the question. I like to round everything, so we're going to do a little rounding. That's really loud. A heads up. People are saying it's not loud. Well, people as in JW said it's not loud. So there you go, there's a little thingy. Let's have another one just for the keeper. No, let's not do that. Let's do this. The keeper can go there. That'll be better. Yeah. You're gonna have to not do that for a bit. Sorry. Hey. Hello.
What?
It's too loud. It's too loud for me. Like I can't focus on this while you do that. Hey.
Yeah. One more Swipe. Okay, I'm done.
All right.
Swipe.
Then we can come up here and we can once again center these, and we can grab one of these on an edge, and you click on it, you hold shift, and it keeps it on the plane, and then you can just move it along to wherever you want it. If you want the straps a little longer, they probably should, probably not need to be a little longer, but they probably don't need to be a little longer, but better safe than sorry. I don't usually put holes on my straps because everybody's different, but we could do that, right? We can align them all. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this one. Oh, they are aligned. What do you know? Just for the hell of it. Whoops, that's not what I want. I don't want the other end to round. Just a little bit. There. Just to be annoying. Look at us go. All right. Now, I wonder what'll happen if I center all these. It might go to shit because there might be something weird on it, but center. Oh, that worked out just fine. All right. Never mind. This needs to be up a bit. Beautiful. Better. All right. Oh, actually, paste in place. Paste in place. Paste in place. Make sure they're all grouped. Control G, Control G, Control G, Control G. Then I can grab them and in theory, not fuck them up. Oh, something fucked up there. Oh no, it didn't. What the fuck is going on there? Did I accidentally paste something twice? That's weird. I did. Like, what is going on? There. Alright, we got our four little buckle things. Are the corners on the main body chamfered up top? I don't know what the fuck you're even talking about. Oh, it's rounded on the... You mean it's rounded on the... You know what? I want to check something. Yeah, it is rounded here. And I'm going to just unround it, honestly. Because I like the points. No, I don't like the points. I'm gonna round this. But it is also a little misaligned right now. I gotta fix it. I could also do it on this too. Oops. Yeah. Better. I don't even know what that word is, man. Just, you mean like, is that the curved? Yeah, rounded. One thing is they are a little off still. What am I doing? Pulling this. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Something is not lining up how I want it to. Might have to pull this apart again, just because I... Alright, we got this bit, we got this bit. This is fine, this is fine. Let's just give this all... There we go. Now I can not lose my mind for a little bit staring at it. Oh, I didn't do the other, this is problematic. This one needs to be... Only mildly problematic. I could just copy it again if I wanted to. Might be a copy thing. Oops. Let's just copy and paste it again. It will be easier. And I'm going to do a little more tweaking on the alignment here. Why is this so weird? It's not too bad. It's only mildly weird. All right, good. Oh, this one's all fucked up too. Yes. Oh, one of those days. Oh, I double fucked it up. Nice. Cut that. Do that. Oh no, I haven't. There's 3 pieces here. That's what's happening. There's 3! There's 3 things. They're just not all lined up. There, that's better. Now, this goes through just 2 things though. But it's only 1 right now. Yep. Copy this. And this has got the bottom holes, right? No, that doesn't have the holes. That does. All right. There, better. I double fucked it up, exactly. All right. The one thing we need to get the holes in here for the straps. It's just where do I want to put them? Do I want to put them right on that stitch line, or do I put them? No, I think I put them through the center hole of the stitch line, maybe. Like if this was. I'd like it to be 2. I don't know. The stitching holes on both sides don't match up top. I don't know what you mean. Oh, the variations? Yeah, they are a little different, aren't they? And I am on board with making that different. I like this side better. So we're just gonna easy fix. Whoops. Go in and get rid of these. No. Go in and get rid of these. Come on. There. And then we can grab this one, copy it, paste it in place. We can transform it to reflect the other way. Okay, I didn't need to paste it in place. I could have just transformed it and copied it. And then we can move this all the way along to the other side. Pretty good. Almost pretty good, but then this side, this stuff is not correct either. That's the problem. Do. It's the never-ending battle. But I don't want to keep fucking with it too much here. Sometimes you just gotta stare at it. I could mirror it. I'm surprised that they're that different though, because like I don't think I fucked with them too much. Snap to grid. Don't need those. Yeah, I could just cut it in half a mirror, but it's just also a pain in the ass. Weird. Just a little weird is all I'm saying. This goes all the way up to here. One up, 2 over. Three over. 2 down, 3 over. Just mirror the inner panel since the holes by the rivets line up. Yeah. Also just kind of like, why is this fucked up at all? If I just put these in the right fucking spot, it should be fine. It's gonna start getting weird. I just delete everything center left and mirror it. Yeah, everybody wants to mirror it. Everybody wants to mirror it. I know. Ah! Where did I remove my, It really shouldn't be that big a deal. To me, this isn't a mirror thing. It's just like, just fucking... Why is that like that? It's just drag it into place and it should be fine. No, it's not gonna be fine. It's gonna fight with me the whole fucking time, isn't it? Alright, screw you guys, I'm gonna mirror it. I'm just surprised it didn't line up because I was snapping everything. Usually everything's like nicely lined up. Whoops. Let's just see what happens if I just copy and mirror. Without cutting it in half. Reflect it. And then I can copy it. Is that off? Guess we knew that it was that off. It's just kind of weird. I didn't expect it to be that off. Whatever. Alright. Oops. No, fuck it. I'll just do the whole thing. Transform, reflect. Join. Oh, what's that? Did I delete half of that circle? I think I did. There we go. I'll fix that in a second. Ugh, this gets weird sometimes. Nope. Can I just join him at the... No, probably not. Oh, that's what I'll do. Move him first. What the fuck is going on here? Oh, snap is still on. I'm like, why is this doing gigantic leaps? That is where I get. This point is where I get confused. Anybody got any secrets for getting this to sit right? I guess I could nudge it. That's not bad. Nudge one way, nudge the other. That's fine. And if I was really feeling anal retentive, I could like get in here with a. What the hell is going on? Get in here. What? And put a anchor. There. And then I could, in theory, delete these, right? And that's gonna... Oh, it went to shit right away. I'd have to recurve it. Yeah. Fuck it. No anal retentive, that's fine. Moving on. Oh, I could curve it. Right? Couldn't I? Whatever. It's connected. It is connected. It just goes crazy at that closeness. I don't know why it does that, honestly. Yeah, it just look. I don't know. It goes to shit sometimes. What's happening here? Oops. Not what I want. Come on, yeah. Where's my workspace? I don't remember pulling this out of the... Oh, there we go. What are you hovering for? What's up?
I got this.
Yeah, it's pretty.
$4.99.
Nice.
No, look.
Oh, cool.
Tiny little one.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to delete this one in the back. Also going to delete this in the back too, as I... Or did I correct it? Oh, I did correct it. I'm going to leave it. Pretty close. Other than now we know that the... this is probably not right as either. Why is this got weird? That's fine with me. I'm not too worried about it. Could insert a point at the intersection. Yeah, see, Sean, I did that, but then it went to shit because it didn't realize my angles. It changed my angles. It's not a big deal. Like I shall survive. Alright, so that's kind of laid out how I want it now. Kind of. That can be off. That's done. This isn't done. Those holes need to... Oh no, it is done. Okay, that's done too. Actually, that has to stay because we're doing the holes for these, right? Ah! Oh, I know what I should do. I should see if I can space these better just by throwing them around a bit. Okay, that's better. Needs to be more though. Space. Is that too much? That's too much now. Brain suddenly stopped working. There it is. It's looking pretty good. Oh, that doesn't have the art spot. This doesn't have an art spot on the wrist. Is that just going to be way too small, maybe? Probably. Let's see what it looks like. Offset path, -8. I'm putting it in anyways. It could just be hash, like those little cross hatches I do. Hashes? You know what I'm talking about. There we go. That one makes me happy. So, yeah, great spot for runes, says Cosmic Death. Also, like the those little triangles I do, those would look great there too. Or nothing, or little rivet marks, like texturing, anything. I think one of the things I'm going to do with this is it's going to be centered on one hole, just because that's what I did with the kind of like this action here. And all right, now something that may seem silly, but I'm going to do this. Let's see. So it may seem silly. It's not going to seem silly at all. I don't know what. I thought it was silly for a second. It's not going to be silly. There. So now I've got a guide for where I want to put those rivets, because I want them up here matched with the stitching. So down here I want to match with the stitching as well, right? So I can just pull my rivet to the line, paste another one, pull it to the line, come down here. We already know what's happening down here. Well, this should really not have a background on it, but whatever. All right. Now I can take these and just pull them away. And I can come into here and grab all of these. And reflect them, copy them, and then bring them straight across here. That's good. Delete that line. Perfect, right? Okay. Now where are we at? We are at more dissection. Do I remake these? No. Wonder what'll happen if I do this. Perfect. All right. More dissection. It will involve. This is fine. Just bring to front. Yeah. Great. Need a little bit of this as well. Okay. No, not how I wanted it done. We're going to get out of here, you stupid thing. Got one of them. Got another one. We're going to copy them. And we're going to go into this. In theory, maybe it won't work like it didn't work last time, but. Ooh, magic. All right. Are these singles now? I hope. Oh, whoops. It should be. Yes. Okay, good. Same thing up here. We're looking for these little rivet, well, not so little rivet holes. Got them. All right, we pulled that off. And this can get removed. Those are Oh, these aren't grouped. Okay. Do. Just for the hell of it. Nope, don't have a fill turned on right now. Everything looks pretty good. We need some art. There's no art yet. I could do keepers as well, I guess. These are 1/2 inch. I'm gonna do 1 inch and 1.5 inches keeper. I don't know the math on that. Honestly, I just always make it up. So it might need to be 1.5 inches. Maybe somebody knows the math a little better than me. I don't need that many holes, so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to change it. Then we're going to pull out these edges. Come on, yeah. There we go. What else? Oh, I would also, if we're just doing everything I would do, by the way, I've been doing contests on Discord. If you're not on Discord, I posted the link earlier. If you want it, you can email me or you can ask for it again, whatever. There'll be a contest for this too, because I probably won't get to this pattern very soon. It'll be just a gift certificate to my website for patterns and art, maybe $50. And I will use this, your photo, your amazing, incredible photo, as my product shot with the link to your info for building it. If somebody stumbles across my pattern and is like, I thought this was supposed to be something I bought and wore. Oh, there's a guy right here guy or gal that'll do it for me. So that's the spiel. I may replace that photo eventually, who knows, but until I do. Where was I? Oh, I can also do this. I think I can do this. I can grab them all with the direct select, and I can modify them all instantly instead of screwing around here. Boom, boom. And I can go up here, black. No, I'll take it down a little bit. Looks good to me. Oh, these ones. No, that didn't work. Yeah. There's someone working on a blowing horn in the background. Was there some blowing horn?
No.
Not to my knowledge. All right, so this pattern is done. I think I might do some art for it. I might go home and do some art for it right now, actually. some little things, just to what?
You need to get in there.
Yeah, I know. I can't teleport. I might do some art for it. I may just send it as is. I don't know. But that's yeah, that's my process. Did a Vambrace in a couple hours. It's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. Especially like we got this big area in the middle that I was thinking of filling with stuff, but you could put art there. You know, you could do your own little things there. What did we do for a stream so far? So again, this will go out to anybody that's a paid member or subscriber, paid Twitch or YouTube, which it doesn't cost much. It's cheaper than buying the pattern, honestly. It's $1.99 for YouTube. Like, give me a break. It's crazy. Well, thank you for spending some time with me on Friday. And I am going to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go grab a beverage and hang out with my buddy Scotto. And the wife will stay here and work on stuff.
Pendants.
Pendants. Nice.
I'll be here till 1 a.m.
Excellent.
Yeah, fun times.
It's almost all green names in here. It's pretty good. Lots of members. That's good. And yeah. Anyways. Ciao for now, I guess.
Have a good weekend.
Have a great weekend and all that stuff. I'll get this out to you. Make sure you email me info@darkhorseworkshop.com. And have a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.
Bye.
Oh, we should try and raid. We'll try and raid.
Have fun.
I'm just always forgetful about the raid option because it sucks on YouTube. Looking for a raid. Yeah, as usual, it's impossible. On YouTube, it's impossible. It's all terrible. What was that? Yeah. Nothing there. Twitch. Let's see who we're rating on Twitch. There's not going to be any YouTube raid, so feel free to wander away. What am I looking for? Oh yeah. Cosmic Door jumped in from YouTube because of raid. That's nice. I'm trying to find creative makers and crafting. Not many people on at this time these days. Do. It's like nobody. What's this? Thanks for the gifted tier 1 sub, Cosmic Dork. I think we're gonna have to just raid pics because Pix is a little crazy, but it's all good. I like Pix. Let's see. What's going on? It's happening. It's gonna happen. Just give me a second. What's going on?
Around.
It's like nobody I want to rate it here on tubes either. They make it so complicated. Why is it so complicated? Sorry guys, just give me a sec. I'm looking in makers and crafting. Usually there's tons. There are tons here, but I don't know if there are any of are up people's alley here. The end of my stream is dragging on. Oh, this is cute. Marie. All right. Different, but cute. We're going to 3 Marie. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for raiding, and see you next time. Love you guys.